Welcome to episode 29 of Morning Coffee Flow, where we drink coffee and do yoga. This energizing 20-minute flow will be an uplifting start to your day and ensure that no matter what comes your way, you'll be able to face it with resilience and grace. This episode of Morning Coffee Flow, we are focusing on the transition between our Warrior One and Pyramid pose. Go ahead, roll out your mat, and I'm going to roll the intro screen. Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon Slaughter, helping you discover that fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. Okay, grab some coffee, grab some water if you need it, and let's begin. Standing on up at the top of our mats, we will get flowing and get going. So roll your shoulders back, move around, getting loose, close your eyes, and we'll take a few deep, steady breaths. In through your nose, and out through your nose. Keep going, inhales through your nose. Slow, steady exhale out your nose. Good. And setting that intention for your practice today. So something positive, uplifting, something tranquil, something peaceful, something strong, whatever you desire. And when you're ready, sealing your intention with 3 cleansing breaths. So go ahead, inhale through your nose, inhale, 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 we hold. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Inhale through the nose, inhale, 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 hold, hold, hold. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Once more, big inhale through your nose, inhale, 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 hold, hold a little more. Side out. Good. Open up your eyes. Go ahead. Inhale, hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, we fold. Coming on down. Good. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Fingertips on the mat. Inhale, right leg back, lunge. Or left leg back. Inhale, left leg. Gotta keep you on your toes, figuratively and literally. So, left leg comes back, base of your lunge. Inhale, hands up. Good, and exhale, hands down. And then left leg, bring it up into forward fold. Exhale, relax, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Chin, last rise, slow, steady. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, we fold, coming all the way down. Good. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips on the mat. Right leg now. Inhale it back. Base of your lunge. Good. Exhale, stay there. And then inhale, hands up for that lunge. Good. Exhale, hands down. And then bring that right leg on up into forward fold, top of your mat. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chins, elasterize, slow, steady. Inhale, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead, let it go. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, fold. Come on down. Good. Hands on the mat. Downward facing dog. Come on back. Good. So, spreading those fingertips wide, alternating your heels, walking things out, getting loose. Good. Weight shifts forward into plank pose, holding strong in plank. Breathe. Downward facing dog. Good. All right. So from your down dog, go ahead and take that left foot, brief 3-legged, bring it through base of your lunge. Good. Now, stay here. That back right foot, step it up a little bit so you can ground down your heel for your Warrior One position. So Warrior One, hands on your hips, right? Left knee stacked on top of that ankle. Good. That back right foot pointed near that top right corner of your mat. Excellent. Okay, arms up overhead. Warrior One, fierce, strong warrior. Good. And then hands come back to your hips, straighten your front knee, and hopefully this is already a good distance for you, keeping your hips square, coming on down, hinging into that pyramid pose. Good. Excellent. Stay here. Maybe bringing your chin in just a little bit, rounding if you wish. And slow, hands come back to your hips, come back up, good. Bend that left knee, warrior one. All right, so that's basically the transition. Gonna get a little bit more advanced as we go through. So inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down to frame that foot. Downward facing dog, come on back. Good. Okay, let's take that right foot, bring it on through, base of your lunge, good. Left foot, step it up just a little bit so you can ground down that back left heel for warrior one. Hands on your hips, good. Breathe. And then hands come up overhead, fierce, strong, warrior one. You've got it. And right, bring those hands on down, straighten that front knee, doing your best to keep your hips square as you can, slowly coming on down. You've got it. Hands can come down on either side of that foot, good. Maybe rounding, good. Bring your chin and chest if you like, or maybe lengthening through that spine, however you feel. And slow, coming back up, hands on your hips, bend that right knee, good. Your warrior one. Excellent. Okay, hands, heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down and downward facing dog. Come on back. Good work. Weight shifts forward into plank. We can do our whole chaturanga flow thing if you would like, bringing those knees down onto the mat to modify. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze forward. Lower part way out into chaturanga. Release your legs. Come into upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and take that right leg. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, bring it through base of your lunge. Step up that back left heel, base of your warrior one. Good. Breathe. Good. Hands come around behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Hinging, coming on down. Good. Our humble warrior, you've got it, getting that shoulder stretch. Okay, real slow, coming back up. Good. Hands on your hips. Take a couple breaths, letting that circulation come back. Hands, heart center. Inhale them up. Straighten your front knee. Exhale, saluting, coming on down into that pyramid. Good. You can separate your hands, just getting some length in your neck, your spine. So pyramid pose, and there's saluted standing forehead to knee, I think is the pose. These kind of get interchanged a lot depending on like the lineage and the different style of yoga you're doing and the different day of the week. But at any rate, you should really be feeling this stretch right here in this kind of right hamstring as you come down, keeping your hips square, obviously kind of hard, right? But necessary. Breathe. Slow, coming back up, hands on your hips. Warrior one. Good. All right. Hands, heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down and downward facing dog. Come on back. Good work. Okay, let's take that left leg, bring it forward, base of your lunge, back right foot. Heel grounds down, right? Good. Base of your warrior one. Good. Hands up onto your hips. Okay, breathe nice and steady. Hands come around behind you, interlace those fingers, or just grabbing for opposite hands, however you like, and slowly coming down, hinging at those hips. That humble warrior for that shoulder stretch. Good. Slow, come back up. Good. Hands on your hips. Good. All right. Straighten that front knee, arms up overhead, and then exhale, saluting, hinging, coming on down. Good. Doing your best to find that stretch all along this left leg here, still keeping your hips square. Fingertips, obviously, can separate here. In the more advanced sort of saluted version, your hands come into prayer position and you're rounding, really bringing that chin into your chest, but maybe more focused about just trying to find that length, that stretch in that left hamstring. Breathe. Slow, slow, take your time, coming back up. Hands on your hips. Good, breathe. All right, hands heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down and downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, kneeling on down and grabbing that coffee, that water, however you like, taking a quick coffee break. Good. So, just getting things a little flowed out, a little bit more loose here. So walk your hands and feet out, back into your down dog. Let's take that left leg, brief three-legged, bring that left foot all the way up to that lizard pose, way top of your mat, top left corner of your mat. Untuck your back toes, getting that hip opening here. Good. So really trying to touch on as much of a full body flow as we can. We obviously have our main transition, but can't forget those hips as well. So opening up those hips just a little bit. Breathe. Every exhale, hip kind of opens up, that knee falls on out. If you're not feeling much in this pose and you're not really, getting it, you may need to bring this left foot forward more. So up, away from you. Good. Not just off to the side, but getting some height, some length in it as well. Okay. Big, hard, dynamic, crazy transition. Tuck your back toes, and then from here, come into three-legged down dog. Bring that left leg all the way back. Whew. Good. Set it down. All right, let's get that next side. So we'll take that right leg, bring it all the way up. Boom. Base of your lizard. You can untuck your toes. If your forearms are accessible, you can go ahead and come on down to your forearms. If you're having trouble holding here on your hands, you can always make fists, straightening out your wrists. That's good as well. If your hand feels more comfortable holding a cup of coffee, then that's acceptable as well. Good. Okay. So from here, big dynamic transition. You got tuck your back toes. Come on back. Downward facing dog. Lift that leg. Set it down. Good. All right. So from here, simply coming forward into your plank pose, holding in your plank. You can modify into your knees, heels to your glutes, roll your shoulders back, little chaturanga, lowering out, raise into upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Enough time to go through this transition once more. So left foot, three-legged, but then bring that left foot, set it underneath your heart. So relatively shallow stance. And this should set your distance up pretty good for that pyramid pose, right? Pyramid or warrior one. So you may have to play with it just a little bit, but little trick there. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, come on down. Good. Your pyramid pose. Doing your best to keep your hips square. Good. Hands on your hips. And then warrior one. Good. So kind of going backwards through the transition, right? Excellent job. Hands heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down and downward facing dog. Okay, playing with that distance here on the other side. So take your right foot, three-legged. Bring that right foot through. Place it roughly underneath your heart. Relatively shallow stance. Coming on up. Straight right knee. Balancing for the base of your pyramid. Good. Okay, and then arms up overhead, saluting, coming on down. Hands ultimately probably separate. Good. You've got it. And slowly that knee bends as you bring your hands on up to your hips. Warrior one. Good. Excellent job. All right, from your warrior one. Hands heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands down and downward facing dog. Good work. Weight shifts forward into plank pose. One more chaturanga, bringing those heels towards your glutes. Modified plank, excellent. Lower part way out into chaturanga, release into up dog. And from here you can just lay all the way down. Good. Left or right ear on the mat, however you like. Taking a few breaths, getting a little sip of coffee, water, however you like. Just relaxing. Eventually rolling onto your back for Shavasana. Feet fall out, arms fall out. Just relax. Good. Excellent work today through our flowy transition. So do not skip Shavasana. Really just relaxing, settling in, taking your time here. How's that breath? Full, steady inhales through your nose. Full, steady exhales out your nose. Good. All right. One of two options, shoulder stand or your bridge pose. So if you're doing bridge, palms down beside you, good, feet flat on the earth, excellent. Then bringing your hips on up into your bridge, maybe waddling your shoulder blades in just a little bit, however you like, good. Or if you would like, rolling back onto those shoulders and then elevating those feet on up into that shoulder stand, your Sarvangasana. Good. You can just kind of perch here, doing kind of a small one. If you want, you can elevate those legs all the way up. Wherever you are, breathe, relax, and ultimately release back into Shavasana. Final Shavasana, plenty of time, so just relax, just breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. Not letting that air rush out, real slow inhale, real slow exhale. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingertips. And as you please, gently, gently pushing yourself on up into a seated position so we can bow together. Excellent job. Good work on today's transition. The toughest part is getting the distance right. So how it feels in your warrior one, and then how it feels after you just basically straighten your knee and can come into your pyramid pose. So kind of different options, right? You know, however wide it may be, maybe too wide. So just knowing if you need to shallow it up. And so hopefully as we went through our today's practice, you kind of programmed in a good distance for your feet for your transition. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed, please hit that bell below to get those notifications. Also, if you have not done so already, open the description below and join in on the membership site, totally free, where you will discover a brand new themed yoga challenge every single month. I hope your coffee is more or less done and you are now ready to face your day with resilience and grace. My name's Landon Slaughter, helping you discover that fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. I'll see you in the next video, and namaste.